I'm here with Brandon Snell, MX Systems Product Manager for the US, and we have kind of this demo behind us we're showing. So Brandon, what can you tell us for OEMs? I mean, OEMs, they're always feeling this pressure to innovate, right? They're always feeling like, I have to build something that's a little bit bigger, better, and more innovative than the next machine builder.
Yeah.
So how does the MX system, for example, help with that?
That's a great question, Damon. Thank you. The thing with the OEMs, if we look at the MX system, obviously if you compare this giant cabinet to what we're showing here, it's quite a footprint reduction, right? That's a big part of it. It also supports the idea of like really moving forward and leading, right? Not following, we're leading with the MX system because we're going to the next way. I like to think of it really, if you think back in the day from the relay logic, it's kind of a big jump. I think that's where we're at now with cabinet to cabinet-free design.
What about design? Speaking of design, is there something that we can optimize here? I mean, obviously it's a little bit smaller footprint. Is there other optimizations that come with the MX system?
There's a ton of optimizations. That's a great point, is that when we look at the MX system and how we put this together, not just from a labor standpoint, which is a big one, right? We're looking at like a 95% reduction in labor, which is huge.
That's huge.
But also from a part standpoint, when we compare all of the pieces that go into this traditional cabinet, you'll notice some white on the bottom and the top. That's stuff that just goes away. We don't even need that anymore. The rest of it, we're optimizing and putting into smaller little packages that go on the machine here. We're using a single tool to do it as well, to put everything together.
Okay.
So all sorts of little optimizations like that.
Okay. I've been told that there's some additional functionality that maybe you get in here that you'd have to add additionally to the cabinet. What kind of things?
That's a great point too. The things like energy measurement, energy management side of things. Everybody talks about wanting to put these things in their cabinet and be able to keep track of it. That's something that's built into like the disconnect. We also have diagnostic capability that's built in that you don't typically see in a traditional cabinet like this.
All right, so you talked about, one tool, smaller footprint. I mean, I'm assuming based on the number of individual wires we got running here that it maybe saves a little time?
It definitely saves time.
In which way?
Multiple ways. The obvious one's the wiring. We've got tons of wires. Here we're just plugging a module in. But the other side of it's the design side of it, right? The design time is reduced significantly.
Okay, great. Now, the question that we have is, here you're trying to figure out what's going on with wiring, you're pulling out a multimeter. I mean, how would you troubleshoot something like this? It looks like a tank, right? How do you troubleshoot this?
Well, so built into each of these modules, we have a lot of diagnostic capabilities that you just see, like LED stuff. But what's unique to the MX system is our diagnostic dongle, which plugs into the backplane. We have a specific app that we can use with either an iPhone or Android-based device. We can come up and scan one of these little QR codes, find out exactly what's going on with that. It's a read-only device, so we can read all that data in real time.
Sounds great. So I'm convinced, I'm sold. I want to build my next machine with this thing. But maybe I don't have everything. There's some special components I still need to do. Do I have to start with 100%? Is there some options to get started? How does that work?
So it's completely optional there. You don't have to go 100% MX system right off the bat. If you think of the MX system, the one thing I want you to think about is it's a power distribution and data distribution bus, really. So you can take a traditional cabinet like we see here. You can bring 480 and EtherCAT out of it, plug right into a module like
this, something like this.
That alone can be your MX system on that machine. Is a hybrid setup like that.
Okay.
Or you can go the other way. This can be your mains disconnect. You can send 480 out and EtherCAT out of this and go to a traditional box.
Okay.
To go to some of your third-party devices that may not be machine mountable.
Now, I heard you say EtherCAT. So EtherCAT, it's a whole new system. It means whole new backplane, whole new programming environment. What does it mean?
So it's new because it's a new product line and it's built on EtherCAT. It's programmed with TwinCAT, just like every other Beckhoff product is. So not really new from that standpoint. You can utilize your existing code base and migrate into the MX system.
And like you mentioned, maybe blending existing Beckhoff products with MX and vice versa.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things that we'll see from the MX system is we'll be using a lot of our traditional IP67, like the EP or EtherCAT P boxes.
Okay.
And that's going to be kind of the way we'll go forward.
All right, so it's basically Beckhoff technology, Beckhoff components repackaged into machine mountable with some enhanced diagnostics.
Exactly.
Sounds pretty good. All right. So for any more information on the MX system, please go to our website at beckhoff.com, and we would love to take your existing cabinet and do an analysis of what that might look like in the MX system. So thanks for joining me, Brandon.
Thank you, Damien. I appreciate it.